This weather pattern has gotten a little bit stronger over the weekend and still showing we have a good chance at a tropical storm, potential tropical storm Arthur, to form as we go through this weekend, everybody. Definitely bringing a lot of rainfall, bringing some winds as well, but we need to watch out for a chance for a storm to form. Now, we also have a little bit of severe weather, and I will go through that, but nothing big is happening within the next 7 days. The latest information on our potential velocity anomaly is showing a lot of growth, everybody. All the way from the very beginning of June, all the way for the first 2 weeks, we're going to have a lot of activity and potential formations multiple times through the Caribbean, the Gulf, and out through the Atlantic. And you see right after that, it's going to be a little bit on the quiet side while it ramps up again into the Pacific. We need to watch out for this transition. It's been growing day after day. Showing as we go into this weekend, in the very beginning of next week, we have favorable environment right off the coast of the southeast where something could form. And you can see right after that, it intensifies still as it pulls into the Gulf and goes out through the east. Now, we still have this cold front that's coming as well. It's going to bring those cooler temperatures. And it's going to play a little factor of shear on the western side of this storm. But it could form right off this coast. And look how we stay in that weather pattern right after that. As far as our sea surface temperatures, you can see that we have above average temperatures for the Western Caribbean going out from the Gulf towards the southeast. And the ensembles are still picking up that as we go into this weekend, we have a good chance for something to form by the Central American Gyre and form up late into the Gulf going across the southeast. It could even form up a little bit later than that, which is what the GFS is seeing, but it's going to be a little bit further towards the east and it won't go into the Gulf. Either way, this whole area needs to be watched still for a chance for something to form. I've been talking about this for quite some time, so make sure you subscribe and follow along for updates. You can see the latest with the ensembles with the GFS showing the same thing. Something could form up late and then spin up right across the southeast going by the east coast. Still showing, if anything, it'll be a tropical storm just like Alex was in the past, and maybe bring some flooding over here from central to southern Florida, also the Bahamas and the Western Caribbean. And this is where our upper level high is going to shift towards the east, and we're going to have a big high pressure moving in, and it's going to bring that cold front, and that's going to help keep things at bay a little bit, hopefully still. That's still the latest information. Showing literally as we go into this weekend, you might start seeing some storms over here across north central, maybe across the Rockies, but other than that is relatively quiet, everybody. And look at this. As soon as that high pressure moves towards the east, we get a chance for some rotation in the atmosphere and for something to form right over here by southern Florida, going out through the east. Still showing that's the weather pattern. And that cold front still coming right behind it, everybody. You can see with the GFS showing literally as we go 6 days, we could get a low pressure into the Western Caribbean. Could bring some heavy rainfall, maybe even some winds. Then it strengthens as we go 7 days and beyond, right across Florida, the Bahamas, hopefully still going out through the east, northeast. But we could easily have a strong tropical storm right there where it's going to bring flooding and it's going to bring a lot of winds as well. You can see on the latest run that just come out this morning, showing the same thing. As we go by Saturday into Sunday, something could form and it could strengthen up as it goes by Florida and the Bahamas. And the latest update shows it to a strong tropical storm as it goes by, everybody. Could be a high-end tropical storm. It could just be a group of disorganized thunderstorms. We still got to get closer. Forecasting anything 6 to 7 days away still will change. Because you can see here from the Euro also showing that something could form up as we go by Saturday into Sunday, but showing it will more likely be into the Gulf, and that's what we need to watch out for. Showing so far just bring heavy rainfall with it, but we need to watch it. Now, as far as the dust, still showing that dust is going to turn early, but even the GEOS satellite is showing that something could form up right into that Gulf and spin up right there on the eastern Gulf going across Florida. Showing the same thing. It could be a potential tropical storm and maybe even a high-end tropical storm that we need to keep our eyes on, everybody. This right here is a little concerning, a little close. Remember my hurricane forecast. Everything is going to be close for this season. With a strong El Nino in the Pacific, it's going to put a lot of wind shear typically in the Caribbean. So all of our formation this season will be close formation. So this is right where we need to watch out for something to form. You also can see with the rainfall amounts that is bringing a lot of heavy rainfall not only for the U.S. but also for Central America, going by the Yucatan, going by southern Florida, Florida into the Bahamas. Now, this is with the Euro. You can see with the GFS, it's a little bit further east. It all depends on where this cold front is coming down and where this trough is going to meet up to make for that area for the flooding. Still, same thing. We need to watch out for possible formation. The latest updates show that if it forms right here by Florida, it could get some 50 and 60 miles per hour wind gusts as it goes out, hopefully out through the east, northeast, but it could bring some strong winds, also some strong waves, and some heavy flooding. Showing the first name on the list is Arthur, so this would be Tropical Storm Arthur. If it forms, I really don't think it would be a Hurricane Arthur, but still, we need to watch it, everybody. And the one after that will be Bertha. Now, we do have some storms I want to go through for today, but I want you to be aware there's a lot of lies I've been seeing on the internet, everybody, showing that we don't have much going on with our severe weather all the way for the next 8 days of severe weather. Something coming around southern Texas in a couple of days and what we have for today. You can also see when you look at your severe probability, showing chances for any kind of severe weather is very low. The weather pattern that we're going into does not promote severe weather, everybody. All the way into this weekend, all the way into next week. Maybe in 2 weeks as we go towards next weekend, it'll start ramping up on what the severe weather might do. So please watch all the lies out there. There's not multiple storms coming. There's not even one big storm coming. We have scattered storms here and there, and I will go through that now. So for today, you can see thunderstorms in any of this area. A lot of thunderstorms, a lot of heavy rainfall coming, but it's not a lot of severe weather, everybody. We have chances for tornadoes for today. We do have a 2%. So far, here's your cities and states at risk for that. Everything else will be a wind threat and a hail threat to the north, or maybe even significant hail where you could get up 2 inches in diameter. So here's your cities and states at risk for the hail threat for today. Also the wind threat for today. Here's your cities and states at risk. And you can see the latest with HRRR as we get these storms brewing up for today. All the way from Louisiana going to Alabama, some for eastern Tennessee, eastern Kentucky, Michigan, also for Ohio. Could get a little bit of winds right there from Michigan as you go through this afternoon. And you see as you go through the evening, it pivots into Georgia, also the panhandle of Florida, while we get some storms brewing up later tonight. Now, this is where you have your chance for your tornadoes to spin up as you go through for this evening. Not showing it's a big chance at all. Showing in the latest runs it might not even initiate to any strong storms through there, but just bring in regular thunderstorms, everybody. While you get some later for Arizona as well for tomorrow morning, while these storms come across the southeast for tomorrow. Just bringing in regular thunderstorms. You could have an isolated wind threat in there, but so far just showing regular thunderstorms. And you can see here with the Euro that as we go through for Monday into Tuesday, Wednesday, all week long, everybody. Thursday, Friday. There goes that cold front coming through for this weekend, all the way towards Saturday and Sunday, where something might start forming up along the East Coast. Also, what comes in from the Gulf, swinging by Florida and the Southeast as we go through next week, Monday towards Wednesday. Other than that, there is no storm coming, everybody. So make sure you follow me for updates. I will be honest and accurate for you, and my weather forecast will not change on the depth of my pockets. Now, as far as this storm forming, it's still a low chance. I still think it's somewhere around 25 to 30% chance of this forming, even though GFS is showing it run after run. We have a little bit of formation with the GEOS satellite as well. Still showing late formation is the trend. I will keep you updated. Make sure you subscribe and follow along for updates. And before I go, a quick word from our Father, everybody. Matthew 7:16 through 20. This is Jesus speaking. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. Amen. Have a great day, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the weather outside. Remember, we have this cool front coming through for this weekend, for next week as well. I will update you on that in another video. Remember, above all things, remember all glory does go to God, our Father in heaven, Yahweh. And I always hope he keeps you safe every single day of your life and forever. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for your time.